Well, the high jump session was fine, yeah. I don't know how much this suit weighs, but I'll tell you what, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But that was all right, 190, which I had the bar at, which, to be honest with you, shouldn't be very difficult, and it weren't. But I felt good. I should do it a little bit more in training, really, shouldn't I? It's very hot, that's the main thing. I mean, the suit, I jest, it isn't very, very heavy, and it doesn't impede you that much, but it is really belting hot in here. Generally through most of the conditioning and, let's say, like the lactic endurance, the bread and butter work, you know, the stuff where you're doing a massive load of volume, quite a bit of hours on the track, I don't watch what I eat. But in all honesty, I am quite lucky because I enjoy eating pasta, taters, and I don't have, I don't eat a lot of fast food or anything like that, although I have my moments. But at the same token, you know, I do watch what I eat, keep coming up to the, coming up to the competition, and I've quite a strict regime during the decathlon, because obviously there's no point going out and eating a massive great plate of pasta and spaghetti bolognese and stuff like that before the high jump, because you're going to weigh 2 stone heavy. So it's there are times when I can be really relaxed, and that's pretty much 9 months of the year. But there's probably 3 months of the year when I have to be on the ball. But that's what I get paid to do. My biggest indulgence would have to be chocolate. I'm a chocoholic. The wife actually has to hide them in the house, and then she gets bits out bit by bit, because she knows if I find the actual bulk stack of the chocolate, it's gone, and I'll eat until I get sick as well. But I know that, and so I train hard, I run hard, and I get her to hide it. Well, I'm a very intense angler, so I love fishing. I play off a handicap of 10 in golf, self-taught. I just play probably 10 times a year or something like that. But like I said, I'm one of those people that you hate. You know, I take to things very, very quickly. But most of my time away from athletics is spent either on the riverbank or working in the fishing industry, because I've just released my own range of tackle, so I'm quite into that. Career-wise, I haven't got a clue what I'd do if it wasn't for my athletics. I owe athletics quite a bit, because I'd probably be in a ditch or something somewhere, because I was never academic. But I love motorsport. I love driving cars. Now, I'd love to be in Michael Schumacher's shoes. Well, not so much now, because obviously he's retired. But I would love to be a racing driver. That'd be, I reckon I'd be pretty good as well. Most of my training is done. It's a mix and match. What we aim to do is basically cover all the 10 events in a week. That's the easiest way of describing it. So we'll do like the 100, the shot put, the long jump. We'll do one fast running session, one lactic endurance running session, which is geared towards the 400, and one long distance session a week. And then obviously you've got all your technical work, and that's where the hours build up, is your technical work. We aim to touch on all the 10 events in the week, albeit I don't really bother doing the high jump. I don't long jump all that often, but they are very, very natural events for me. So come the actual 3 months leading up to it, I'll touch on them probably once every other week, but that's enough. No, I've got to be honest with you, other than athletics, I love all sorts of sports, and I will play all sorts of sports and do loads and loads more when I retire. But when I've finished my training, the main thing on my mind is recovery, letting my muscles and my mind recover from day to day. So my sort of third hobby, if you like, is a combination of eating and watching telly. So I'm great for this PlayStation game, guys, because I love it. Competition can be a chore, because the decathlon is so physically, mentally and emotionally grueling. I've got to be honest, through 48 hours of competition, if someone said to me there's a bronze medal, even though I was in contention for a silver or a gold, so I probably wouldn't, but I feel like I'd turn around and say, yeah, no worries, thank you very much. But I don't ever get up any morning. I've never got up any morning and thought to myself, I don't really want to go training. And if I do, then I just have the day off, because I've always been of the opinion that regardless where it's fishing, training, work, whatever, I will never do it unless I enjoy it. And that's probably why I'm very good at it, because I enjoy the training, I love the training, I enjoy the competition, I'm good at competition as well, and so that's probably why I've got to where I am, because I just enjoy every single day of my life at this moment in time. These people that, someone turns around and says to me on the street, you've had your fair share of injuries, and my response to that is normally, I've had a lot of people's fair share of injuries to be, but I worry probably every day of my life about injuries. My training from 4 or 5 years ago is completely different now, because we're trying to eliminate it. I've not got many years left, so we're trying to do as many years as we can leading up to my sort of retirement day, so I don't get hurt. And probably every single stride in every single running session, every single jump in every single technical session, and every single throw in every single throwing session, I think about it. So yeah, not a chance, not a chance in hell. I wouldn't. When I actually found out that we was going to get the Olympics in 2:12, I thought to myself, I would definitely make the team, which means I would actually compete, and I'd do the decathlon in front of my home crowd, which would be awesome, but I'd do it for a laugh. But I sat down and thought about it, and I know myself, and I wouldn't do it for a laugh. I would never actually consider doing anything like that and just rolling over and not trying to win something. And I know for a fact that I wouldn't have the desire for another 6 years to commit to another Olympics, because it is a lot of commitment, and I wouldn't want to put my family through it, because my wife suffers just as much as me. So I might be there supporting, but there is absolutely no way on hell I'm actually going to compete in 2:12. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm one of these very selfish people, and staying in athletics once I've retired is, I don't know, because a lot of the positions that are open are sort of, administrations and stuff like that. And like I said, I didn't really leave school with much up top, so my plans are elsewhere. But if a position came up, then I love the sport, and I'd love to give something back to the sport. So, I wouldn't say, never say never, but that's not where my plans lie at the moment. Oh, a message for the kids. If I had one message for the kids, not so much tongue-in-cheek, but it'd be, grip it and rip it, guys. Grip it and rip it. And that's sort of like a little saying in the decathlon world, because technically we ain't all that very good in most of the events, so we just grab hold of the shot and we just belt it out there as hard as we can. But no, if something's worth having, then it's worth fighting for. And someone said that to me years ago, and I'm sure that's one of the sayings and one of the things that I think about when I'm in the doldrums, when I'm injured, and when things are going bad. So that's got me through quite a few sticky patches. So I would just say to someone that if they want something, give up everything, go for it, because you'll regret it if you don't.